Okay, so last time we completed our topic, that's lesson number 8, useful and harmful microbes. And today we are going to start with a new topic. Now the name of this new topic is related to environment. Now before I start with environment, the most common thing which we always study with respect to environment is how abiotic factors are present, how biotic factors are present. We studied pollution, we studied different waste management, we studied how human activities interfere or disrupt the entire working of ecosystem. Now, this chapter, which we are going to start, which is lesson number 9, is going to add little more insights on a new topic. Now, this new topic is related to weather, climate, and meteorology. Now, have you ever studied about meteorology earlier? Or do you know what is meteorology? Any guesses? Okay. If you haven't, it's completely fine. We'll be understanding what is meteorology. But I am sure you have known something or others related to this topic, but you do not know that, oh, this is called as meteorology. Yes. Do you guys watch news? I'm not talking about COVID news. News in general. Therefore, you might be knowing what, the entire day news is not constant. The news channels have divided their different section of news. It could be entertainment news, it could be news from, you know, news from sports, news from economics, news from politics, different backgrounds. Correct? So today we are going to understand or learn something more about meteorology. Now, what is meteorology called in Hindi as or in Marathi as? Have you ever heard about Havaman Shastra? Yeah, that's a very local term. No? Yes. Let's see, there are many mixed questions here. Now, what are we going to study? Don't worry. We are starting with the next lesson, that's lesson number 9, called as environmental management. Dhruv sir, can you please allow my other login so that I can share my screen? Students, you will have to message from where you are able to listen me. I hope now the screen will be visible. Yes, and understand this is going to be an interesting chapter, and the entire chapter will be based on interactions. The more you respond to the questions asked, the more we all will enjoy. Okay, so starting with lesson number 9, that's environmental management. No, whenever you will have to write something, I'll do let you know when to write and what to write. Now, before addressing the next or the very first concepts, here are a few questions which we will have to address first, which are textual questions. Now, let's have a look at this textual questions. The textual questions are, how does atmosphere affect our daily life? And the second question is, forecast about which weather related factors are given during the news bulletin on Doordarshan and Akashvani. Now, first we'll answer the first question. How does atmosphere affect our daily life? I hope you all know what is atmosphere. Can anybody answer this? What is atmosphere? It's global warming, climate, air, air around us, the sky. The air is called as atmosphere, the air gas. Many answers on the chat box. Okay, so all of you have tried giving your bits and parts, but none of them has answered me correctly. It's not just the air on the ground or around us. It is layers of various gases which are covering the surface of Earth, right? In the next diagram, you'll be able to see Earth and different layers of atmosphere, which includes troposphere, ozone layer, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Yes, these are different layers surrounding the surface of Earth. Now tell me, does or is there any effect of change in atmosphere which is directly or indirectly affecting we as humans? Okay, I'm reading out the answers. We get seasons, there are UV rays, global warming is affecting us. Okay, so weather, okay, so as far as all answers are there, they are correct. That means we are affected by changes in the atmosphere. Correct? Now, when I am talking about atmosphere, it will be from the very first layer. I hope now I'm audible. Okay, so all these things affect us as they are a part of atmosphere. Can I say rainfall, amount of light falling on earth, humidity, visibility are all parameters changing because of atmosphere around us? Yes. And if this all things are present around us, are we getting affected because of these parameters? Yes. It is not only related to us, but also our lifestyle majority. Let's say if it's raining outside, we'll obviously have to carry an umbrella. Correct? So the answer for the very first question is atmosphere affects us and affects our daily life in various different aspects, right from factors which brings about changes in climate and temperature. Now let's address the second question. The second question is forecast. What is forecast? I hope the predictions which are made on news channel, you must have some or the other time you must have watched them. Yes, the weather reports. So this forecast, which were earlier displayed on government news channel called as Doordarshan, and even on Akashvani. Akashvani is the radio channel. How do they help us? How does these news help us? By informing us about what? Yes. And cyclones, correct. What precautions we need to take? Very correct. Heavy rainfall, yes. Humidity, climate, making us aware, right? So all these forecasts are about changing factors of climate and weather. Now here is a question for you. Let's say, so this is the usual forecast. Then we imagining, right? That's for foreign countries. When it's about India, it something looks like this on our local news channels. Anyway, I'm not promoting any channel. Now here is the next question for you. What are the things we come across in forecast news? Very well. Many answers. It's weather, climate, rainfall, fogginess. Yeah, I am just reading out all answers. Water currents, very good. Information, how sunny is the day, very nice. Some good 40 to 45 answers. Tides, very nice. So I am taking the top ones, okay? Starting with rainfall, temperature, humidity, snowfall, thunderstorm, visibility. These are the common things which right now you all can understand once you're observing forecast news. Correct? Now here comes the next question. Let's say you're sitting near your window and you're beautifully adoring the view outside your window. Now, when you look at the window, you'll start describing how is the day. Is it the climate what you're describing, or is it the weather? It's the climate or weather. Okay, there are a lot of answers again. Now tell me, if it is weather, then why weather? And if it is climate, then why climate? Or we will be majorly understanding that what is the major difference between climate and weather. Because these two terms are used very handily, right? Okay, so understanding climate first. Now, whenever we need to understand climate, we need to remember to think about climate like a season. How many seasons do we know? Summers, monsoons, winter, spring, autumn is not there in India. Three major seasons, right? Now, all these seasons, roughly, for how many months one season exists? For how many months does one season exist, roughly? 3 to 4 months? Correct. Now, when I'm saying 3 to 4 months, is the season bringing any change in our lifestyle, the way we are living? Yes. I'll give you an example. Let's say we are considering three major seasons right now. It is summers, monsoon, and winter. In summers, we prefer cotton clothes. In monsoon, we prefer having, or wearing clothes which will not be necessarily waterproof, but with a clothes will be which will be made up of quick dry material. In winters, we'll be preferring warm clothes to maintain the body heat. So that's the major change into which type of clothing or apparel we are going to choose for. Now let's talk about food habits. Are our food habits or eating habits same, or does it change? It does change, right? In summers, we'll mostly prefer eating ice cream or enjoying cold drink. Exactly opposite in monsoons, we'll prefer having hot coffee, eating some fried bhajis, soups, yes. In winter, we'll prefer dry fruits, fried items, yes. Seasonal fruits, very correct. So again, change in climate or season brings changes even into our eating habits. Now, what about occupation? Now, when I am talking about, I hope I'm audible. Yeah. Now, when I am talking about our occupation, does our occupation change? Is there any change in the occupation? Okay. The corporate people will attend or go to the same job. There won't be major change into their lifestyle, right? But what about the ones who are into seasonal business? I'm talking about seasonal business. Now tell me, I'll give you an example. It is summer season. Which items will be sold more? Whether cotton fabric or woolen fabric? Obviously the cotton fabric. Similarly, in case of monsoons, which items will be sold more? It will be raincoats, umbrella, specific type of all season shoe or footwears, right?
I might have got disconnected. Please calm down. She'll come back.
Okay. Apologies for the disconnection. Okay, so we'll begin with our climate. Now, what I want you guys to do is give a quickly a new heading as environmental management and write down the first heading as climate. Just summarizing what is climate. A climate is very much like a season, could be summer, monsoon, or spring. And like season itself, a climate will comprise, it's an example monsoon, which will extend for 3 to 4 months. And every season or every climate is going to bring or it will start changing our lifestyle, our different habits. It could be eating habits, feeding habits, and even occupation. Now, I want you all to quickly give this heading as climate and write these 3 points. Now, one of the doubt which I'm getting on the chat box is what is visibility? I hope maybe if you are ever traveling on hill stations, especially during the time of monsoon, so there is a lot of fog present, right? So when this fog is present, what happens is the roads are not clearly visible. Presence of how much dense is the cloud will give you accurate measure of visibility. कितना दिख पा रहा है आपको because of the presence of fog. Yes, like in Delhi, but in Delhi it's most because of the air pollution. All right, I hope you are writing. Cool, it's done. Now let's move on to the next slide. Now in the next slide, we'll address something called as weather. Now exactly opposite as that of climate. What is weather? What is weather? Weather will be present for a very short time Yes, correct. These are daily changes. Now, will a weather bring any change in our lifestyle? No. Can weather bring changes in our occupation? No. Maybe it still depends. Still depends only in extreme cases like there are storms or any cyclone is predicted, only into extreme cases. But generally, a big no. Then how is weather and climate related to each other? Let's we'll just look into it once we understand weather first. So understanding weather is very much like daily changes occurring in the atmosphere. Example, it is cloudy today, or the amount of rainfall for tomorrow or day after tomorrow, or for a specific day, which are short term. And there are no specific changes which we have to bring with respect to our lifestyle. That's weather. So quickly give a heading and jot down these 3 points. No, climate and season are not same. I've just given you season so that you are able to remember what's climate. Okay, now one more question which is popping up very much on the chat box. That is, what is the difference between a season and climate? Remember, season is how the year is divided. Okay, which makes us understand that which or what changes are going to happen in the weather. Whereas when we speak about climate, it is measure of time. Okay. Okay. Now let's move further. Now there are various factors affecting weather and climate. That let's say if I'm saying it's not too cloudy today, it's partially sunny. Okay. Then will that sunny climate or will that sunny weather will be present only on one condition, that how much nicely sun is visible, or there'll be many factors. There'll be many factors. Okay, so let's have a look at the factors one by one. And once I've explained the factors, I want you all to give this an heading as factors affecting weather and climate, because this is also a question asked either diagrammatically in the last questions which you get as personal response question for 2 marks or 3 marks, and even as a 2 mark answer for which you are supposed to write 4 points. And when I'm asking you, I really want everybody to write and not just take screenshots. Yes. So starting with the very first factor, atmospheric pressure. Now, what is atmospheric pressure? Have you heard about this? It's the pressure that is exerted on the earth, that because of the weight of atmosphere present around us. Okay? So it could be different on the land and it could be different at the sea level. It's the pressure exerted by atmosphere around us. Okay. Moving on to the second factor, that's sunlight. It's the direct light which we receive from sun. Clouds, the third important factor. Now, does intensity of clouds differ daily weather? Yes, obviously. Next, humidity. What is humidity? It is the measure by which we come to know that how much is the percentage of water vapor present in the air. How much humid is the air around us? Yes, exactly. How much is the moisture content? Fifth one, rainfall. Sixth, visibility. Now, what is visibility? How much clear your vision is. Your vision is not clear. I'm not talking about vision and goals. I'm talking about what you're able to see with your naked eyes. If there is any disturbance, or if you're not able to see anything clear very clearly, there could be very few reasons for it. Either air pollution, second, fog, third, your eyes are not good. Cool. Let's move on to the next and last factor, that's temperature. Now, these are 7 important factors which brings about changes in weather and climate. Now, quickly jot down this only 7 points with a correct heading. Meanwhile, while you're writing, I'm answering few questions in the chat box. Humidity makes us sticky and sweaty. No, humidity does not make us sticky and sweaty. What is the meaning of agrarian? Agrarian is usually is a term used for a country whose economy is based on agriculture. So it's a synonym for agricultural activities. Okay, now this question can be also asked to you in diagrammatic form. The same picture is also present on your textbook, inside your textbook, on the first page of the lesson. Cool. If it's done, we'll move on to the next slide. Now, this is the next slide. You'll be able to mark the difference between what is climate and what is weather. Now, again, this question can be asked to you based on distinguish between weather and climate. We have already discussed the points. Now, I want you all to write them quickly. Number one, in climate, it does not change continuously, whereas weather changes continuously. Climate remains constant for a very long time, exactly opposite. Weather changes in very short period of time. Climate influences the basic needs of person, which includes food, clothing, shelter, and occupation. In case of weather, it does not influences the routine lifestyle. Yes, you do have to write this. And what could be the fourth point? If you want to add, you can also add or complete the answer with an example. And once you're done with writing this slide, I'll take you to back slides because some of the students are requesting me for 1 or 2 lines which are still remaining. If it's done, I'm taking to few back slides so that Others who haven't written can make note of it. That's the slide for climate. Yes, I'm waiting. Done. Next slide. Slide for different factors. Done. And here comes your next slide for difference between climate and weather. Okay, now I believe that everyone has done their writing part. Okay, moving on to the next and very important question. Now this could be question which could be asked for brief answers. That why is it important that we need to study climate and what all things are dependent based on climate? We'll have look at it one by one. Okay, so importance of weather. Since weather and climate are very much interlinked, but the major difference is for what amount of time they are present. Influences. Whether it could be weather, now this is a different weather. It could be weather or climate. They influence lifestyle directly or indirectly. Let's say if you go to place or to a state of Rajasthan, and if you go to a place called as Cherrapunji. Now Rajasthan has got desert and Cherrapunji has got enormous amount of rainfall. Now people living in both these areas in the same country, will they have same kind of lifestyle even in the same season? Even in the same season? No. Why no? Because even though both the parts of the same country are undergoing same season, still the weather is different. Yes. And since the weather is different, the factors affecting are different. Maybe, or in Rajasthan, the amount of rainfall will be as equal to as that of zero, whereas in case of Cherrapunji, it will be highly elevated. And you know that weather keeps changing frequently. So understand, its influence on our lifestyle is very big, directly or indirectly. Because you know, even though the way weather or climate changes, even crops needs to get changed or acclimatized with respect to it. Yes, there are few crops which will grow in specific temperature. You will go with this later on once the entire slide is taught to you. Second, it helps to determine diet, clothing, housing, and occupation. Now, based on what is the weather present at a specific place, we can understand what will be the diet followed by the people. Similar example, there are people staying at Jammu and Kashmir. What will be their diet? Will they still eat ice cream? No. Will the clothing pattern of the people staying in J&K and Maharashtra will be same? No, absolutely not. The way the houses are constructed or the buildings are present, are they same? No. Especially where if you'll go to places in J&K, there'll be houses which will have an insulated coating or they'll be made up of wood. And if you'll come to places like Rajasthan, you'll have mud houses. I don't know how many you are aware about it. They are covered with mud and cow dung. Yes, which keeps the house cool in the daytime and warmer at the night time. Yes, they are called as bhungas. I don't know if you're aware about it. They look very small, but the internal temperature is maintained very beautifully. Coming to the third and most important point, geological parameters. Now, whenever you hear the term geological, please understand it is not geographical, it is geology. Geology is earth science. So, geological parameters like salinity, that means amount of salt present, formation of oceanic currents, the currents which are produced because of tides or waves, water cycle can be determined. That's very, very important. Now, what do we have to do with salinity? Can anybody tell me, are we getting affected by salinity? Salinity is the total amount of salt present. Okay? So salinity can be increased, let's say in sea, only if there is excess amount of heat, more amount of evaporation. Therefore, salt starts getting concentrated, and directly or indirectly, we are getting affected due to it. Yes, formation of oceanic currents. Are oceanic currents affecting us? Obviously, why not? Because the same currents are passed on to lands. If you remember, or I don't know if you're aware about it, India receives its season called as monsoon because of this oceanic currents. And we staying in Maharashtra or the west coast of Maharashtra receive monsoons from which direction? From northwest. Northwest or southwest? Southwest, correct. It comes from Kerala, then to the entire coastal line, moving in northern direction. That is how we receive monsoon winds. And water cycle. Now, what is water cycle? It's your fourth standard brief. Due to the heat of sun, water vapor rises, it evaporates, then it condenses, and we receive rainfall. So your salinity, oceanic currents, and rainfall are all geological parameters, which are again important to us. Coming to the now, which are these climatic factors? Weathering of rocks in earth crust. Have you heard about it? What is weathering of rocks? When rocks roll on from very high point, they are getting broken down to small pieces. So weathering means breaking of big rocks into smaller, small stones, and they are getting dissolved. And finally, we take it in the form of minerals. Weathering of rocks. Climate. How does climate is responsible for formation and enrichment of soil? Because whatever changes are taking place in the atmosphere will also decide how good or fertile the soil is going to be. Because you know, Extreme high temperatures and extreme low temperatures are harmful for microbes. And there are there are many microbes who are also acting like decomposers. A soil is said to be rich and healthy. A soil is said to be rich and healthy if the amount of decomposers in the soil is maintained, which increases the fertility of the soil. So climate will also decide how enriched the soil will be. Microbes, as I just said, microbes will decide how much will be the organic materials present in the soil. And all these things will be based on what climate exactly that land or that piece of soil is undergoing. And therefore, it is very important and it is very clear that the study of meteorology is extremely important for us. And what is meteorology? Study of everything which is mentioned in the points. Right from the lifestyle to diet, clothing, occupation, geological parameters, climatic factors, which we have seen in the last slides, climate, microbes, everything comes under the science called as meteorology. Okay, are there any? My voice is not coming. Are there any doubts? Cool. Dhruv sir?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm done with the lecture, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.